So I'm studying computer information systems, and this is my final year at HACC, unfortunately. But with that, I'll let Faith go ahead and introduce herself as our vice chair.
Hi, everyone. Can everyone hear me? All right. Sure. Hi, guys. I apologize. I'm on the way to pick up my car from getting a new windshield, so hence why I'll be turning the video off. But hi, everyone. I am Faith. I am the vice chair with the VLSAC. I've been with the VLSAC for about a year when Corey joined. So we've been together through this journey as we continue our VLSAC here and finish out this semester. I'm a culinary arts major, so you will see me a lot on the Harrisburg campus as well as online within the discussion boards. I am there, I promise.
We'll let Sarah go ahead and kick it off as comm chair.
Faith is frozen. Hi, my name is Sarah. I am the communication chair for the VLSAC. I started, oh my goodness, September, October, something like that. I know it kind of came mid-semester type thing. And I will actually be graduating in December, but I actually got a new job. Big fancy administrator position through a rehab center. So I'm going to be transitioning. I'm still going to be graduating from HACC, but I'm going to be transitioning away from VLSAC and into an adult job. Yay! So I'm very excited to transition. Yay.
Awesome. Go ahead, Gracie.
Hi, my name is Gracie Strasser, and I'm the finance chair. I am studying accounting, and I will be graduating at the end of the summer semester. And I have been with HACC since January of last year, and I've been with the VLSAC as of this past January.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Before I jump into letting all of the attendees tonight quick introduce themselves, and if you want, while you're looking at making sure your mics work and maybe you can use your camera how you want, I just want to post a link in the chat. We as the VLSAC have been really trying to build out awareness. So I just have a short unofficial survey. So if you have an opportunity to take the link and go answer a few questions for us, we would greatly appreciate it. It's not an official vote the way our council usually does. It's just simply us asking virtual students for their opinion on something that's rather important to us. But with that said, I'm going to actually turn off the share screen. So I'm going to call your name, and then if you'd like to use your microphone, by all means, go ahead. But until I call your name, and hopefully pronounce it right, try to keep your mics muted, and we will kind of try to have a little bit of order as you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself. So let's go ahead and start with Bryce.
And my last name starts with a W. I'm supposed to be the last one called, not the first one.
Oh, but you didn't have that in your screen name.
Oh, I see. I'm from Chambersburg. I'm new to HACC. I'm taking 2 courses in the spring, just finishing up, looking at the web development curriculum, and I don't know, that's about it.
That's awesome. Thanks for introducing yourself, Bryce. I'm going to say this probably wrong, but Edim. It's spelled E-D-E-M-E. Okay, let's skip down to Glenda. Let's skip down to Helen Anderson Keller. Let's go to Lindsay.
Hi everyone, my name is Lindsay. It's my first semester at HACC. I'm taking 2 classes right now, anatomy and physiology and a math class. I'm a pre-nursing major. Recently moved here from the DC metro area after living there my whole life, and I like HACC.
Hi.
Hi there. How about Tamara? Do you mind introducing yourself?
Hi, sorry about that delay. If you can't tell, I have a very hectic life, and this is the reason why I like virtual learning so much. I have 2 kids, and I have a little bit of a hobby farm, and I am currently in the Gerontology Associate's degree program. That's a little bit about me.
Well, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Let's go to Nicole. I'm not going to say your last name. It starts with a G.
Hi guys, I'm a chemistry major and I'll be graduating next spring, and I'm really excited to be a part of VLSAC, and I actually just found out that I'm going to be the vice chair next semester, so I'm pretty excited about that. So yep, that's it.
Congrats. We're very excited for you. Let's go ahead to Michelle Epps.
Hi, I'm currently studying business. I've been at HACC since all of 2017. And I live in Chambersburg. And Bryce is my husband.
Well, welcome, welcome. Anyone that Naja, do you want to introduce yourself real quick? And then anyone I missed, go ahead and let me know, and we'll get you a chance to introduce yourselves as well.
Hey guys, I am Naja Grierson Stevenson. I'm the president of ASA as well as a virtual student. I started here at HACC January, spring of 2017. I'm currently studying psychology, and I am a HACC proud, HACC yeah student. Nice to meet everyone.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you. Does Doreen and Emily, do you guys want to chime in too? And yeah, Doreen, why don't you go ahead?
Hi. Welcome everyone. My name is Doreen Fisher-Bammer, and this is the start of my 5th week at HACC. So I'm very excited to be working with virtual learning, and I'm here to support you as students to be successful in your virtual learning classes. So I will share in the chat box, and Emily can share the information with you as well. My email is dmfisher@hacc.edu. So again, I'm the new Associate Provost for Virtual Learning. If I could be of any assistance to you, please reach out to me. Thank you for joining this evening, and we're excited to have Dr. Ski with us as well. And Corinne, I just didn't know, maybe some individuals wanted to introduce themselves, but maybe they didn't know how to unmute their mic, maybe. So I don't know if you want to walk people through that. All right,
sure.
Thank you.
So there is some settings down below all of the videos that come up on your screen, and one of them might look like a microphone. I can also unmute you for you if you'd prefer. Just let me know if you're having a little trouble, and I can walk you through that, because I don't want you to miss an opportunity to say hi and tell us a little bit about yourself. Glenda, would you like me to unmute you?
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Hi. My name is Glenda. I just got here from work, and this is my first online virtual learning. So when I saw this advertised, I thought I could join in and see if any questions that I had could be answered.
Sure thing. We're glad that you made it. What are you studying?
Well, I only need 2 classes for my associate's degree in health science. Right now, currently in LPN.
Well, awesome. We're glad that you made it tonight.
So I'm a returning student, and I haven't been at HACC since 2010. So this is new, but 2 classes, I figured I could learn how to do this.
Absolutely. Let us know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much. How do you, did you unmute me?
I did. So I'm going to, I think the setting, if you're using a tablet, will be down at the bottom. But I'll mute you again and just, I'll keep up to date with you if you don't find that button.
Oh, well, you don't have to unmute me until the end, but thank you.
All right. Mm-hmm.
No, I can't hear.
Corey, we can't hear you.
There's one other student that is unmuted currently. If they wanted to introduce themselves, I'm not sure I'm going to pronounce your name right, but let us know what you're studying and what you like about virtual.
Hi, my name is Emilia, and I'm studying wellness and health promotion. This is my 2nd year of taking online classes, and this is my first time coming to the meeting.
We're happy you're here. Thanks for joining us tonight. And Becca, I know you just joined. I bumped you to panelist. If you'd like to introduce yourself, feel free to do so. But I'm going to let Dr. Ski know, hey, if you'd like to kick off Q&A and tell us a little bit about yourself, Dr. Ski, the time is yours.
And Gracie, I want to congratulate you on your upcoming graduations. How exciting is that? And welcome, Doreen. I look forward to all of you interacting with Doreen. We're very fortunate after a national search that she found her way here, and I think she's going to be a great addition and great support to our initiatives in virtual. I first of all want to again thank all of you for participating tonight. It's always a joy for me to engage with students. And so this provides me that opportunity to hear from you who are virtual, and it provides me an opportunity to understand what's going on in the virtual area. I'm pretty engaged on each of the campuses. Some of you may see me, for those of you that do participate on some of the campuses, but this gives me a very nice opportunity to engage you. I just want to give you a couple points. I've been at the college, it'll be 7 years in July, and have worked closely with the virtual learning pros that we have here, my colleagues. And a lot's happened under the Virtual Learning Student Government Association and all, and I'm just proud to be a part of that and watch how this initiative just continues to grow. As you well know, virtual learning is one of our growth areas in the college. Workforce development efforts and virtual learning are the wave of the future. And I know that we have got a great foundation. We've had great innovators and entrepreneurs years ago, great faculty, and of course, phenomenal students. And so it just gives me great joy to be with you tonight. I want to give you a couple points of pride. I think there's an awful lot for us to be proud about. Like any institution, we are always looking to improve, and we always look for recommendations, not just the problem. We look for recommendations. And I'm just happy to announce that Middle States was in here. That's our accrediting body. That is critical for every college and university in this country to be accredited. And we are going to get the highest rating of our accreditation. And we will not be reviewed again for 8 years. That's the best that any post-secondary educational institution can receive, is an 8-year review. I also want to let you know that I think Corinne made mention of the Day of Giving, but from our foundation perspective, as you may know, we have four areas. We are raising $14 million between now and the end of December 2020. We are on target to probably accomplish 3 out of our 4 goals. We had a goal of $2 million for scholarships. We're a little over $3.5 million that we've raised for scholarships. We were at $500,000 for student emergency assistance funds. We're at $750,000. Day of Giving is going to be focused on funds for excellence. There are 25 funds for excellence at the college. I think some of you may have seen them. You can go to hacc.edu/excellence, and you can see many of the funds there that you can contribute to on the Day of Giving. Even $1. We'll take $1. And then as far as inclusivity, we are focused as part of our strategic plan at the college to instilling inclusivity in the institution. We want to make sure that we are an inviting, affirming, and welcoming community for ALL, all students. And so that's been a real initiative that we're focusing efforts on. So there's many more things that we could hashtag HACC Proud, but because I have this time with you, I'd rather much hear from you, hear how things are going, if there's anything you feel we can improve. And if you do say something like that, I would expect you to give us some solutions to that. And or if there's any questions that you would have of me, I look forward to answering them. Our virtual learning is a very important component of the college, and we are just looking to try and understand better how to serve our students, our faculty, and others in virtual learning. So with that, I will turn it over to anyone who may have questions.
Anybody want to kick this off?
Corinne, this is Doreen. Maybe if students also want to just type a question into the chat box, that's an option too.
Yeah, so Nicole in the chat asked if what accreditation came from Middle States. Is that just over that 8-year period? Is that all over HACC, or is that just virtual?
That is for the entire college. All of us went through a 2.5-year self-study. We put a 134-page document together. 6 individuals came from all over the Mid-Atlantic area, reviewed that report, and spent 2.5 days talking to folks, reviewing information from finances and all, and met with faculty from virtual, and it is covering the entire institution. There are programs in the institution that are going through accreditation, our business program, our respiratory care program, and others. But if you will, the big mama or daddy of the accreditors is Middle States. It's one of 6 national accrediting bodies. It does accredit about 6 or 7 states in the Mid-Atlantic area.
That was a good question. The VLSAC actually did get a chance to join in on the meeting with Middle States, and a lot of the questions that they asked of us on the student level was just what are virtual students looking for, and what types of things do virtual students gravitate towards. So if you're more interested in using the chat than using your microphones, feel free to talk a little bit about that with us. And I don't know if any of the EC members have any questions at all for Dr. Ski regarding virtual.
I guess if I had one question, it would be, do you feel supported by the administration and the faculty?
That's a great question.
And if you do, great. If not, what do you believe we need to do so that you would feel supported? I'm going to assume silence, except for those who may be typing, that things are good. We're probably looking at 2 thumbs up. Would that be a fair assessment?
3 technically. Sorry, I was trying to get a blanket over me because where I live right now, there is major flash flooding and it is very cold. But anyway, yes, I do feel, even though I've only been here for a year, I feel extremely supported to the point where I've built like more friendly relation steps of faculty to the point where I consider them more friends than faculty. And because of that, I actually got into Millersville University due to a excellent letter of recommendation one of the faculty members gave me.
That is wonderful.
Thank you.
So we do have a few students commenting in the chat that they do feel that we have support from faculty and staff at HACC as virtual.
Yes, I see that. Thank you, Michelle. Well, with that, I just wish you all well as you finish out the rest of your semester. And if there's any way that I can assist, or if you want to just celebrate a faculty member or celebrate an experience, my email is ski@hacc.edu. And I always look forward to hearing from students. So at any point, just feel free to email me. Otherwise, good luck in this semester, pace yourself, and hopefully I'll see some of you at the Virtual Learning Awards Dinner Banquet in May.
Yeah, so that's coming up. Any last minute questions before Dr. Ski wants to head out?
I wanted to bring up the ALEX program that math students use. My professor did explain to me, like right now it's free, which has been excellent. However, for going forward in the future, there is going to be a $60 supplemental cost. And I just wonder how we came to that, or how the school came to that number, because I know that the ALEX software is $99 for 6 months. So $60 from every student for a semester just seems like a little bit high. And it was really great for me to not have to pay anything extra for the class. So I'm just wondering how that number was reached. I don't know if that's like an appropriate question.
A very appropriate question. However, I'm not going to be able to give you the answer to that. I do know that the charges that the company has increased the charges to the college. And I think for so long we were able to cover many of those costs, but I think it became a little, I think they raised it quite a bit, and so we weren't able to, but I am not going to speak from a knowledgeable perspective. So maybe Doreen, if you don't mind following up on that and letting us know, that would be great.
I definitely will. Thank you. And also there are opportunities that the Student Association can share with you about potential reimbursement for any additional costs related to virtual learning.
Right. So one of the initiatives that the VLSAC created was the Access Code Reimbursement Program. So if there are costs that virtual students take on that students on campus would not take on for the same credit hours, same course, those types of software that are needed for math labs and networking labs and things like that online, they're usually added to a list for the Access Code Reimbursement Program. So we can get you that information. If it may not be something that's filled out for this semester, but going forward, as if they just made some recent changes to the software you mentioned, it probably would show up on the Access Code Reimbursement eligible products. So
I have a quick question to piggyback off of that. Can you guys hear me?
Sure can.
I wanted to know why can't virtual students use the discount on everything in the bookstore? Is it a reason behind that?
So there are certain products that we really don't, the way that they're purchased for the bookstores, we're limited on what we can and can't discount. So we work out the discounts with the bookstore based on, they do all their own purchasing and we're not really affiliated anymore. So then there's certain things that they can discount and certain things they can't. I guess I can't really speak to it more than that. I just know that they actually updated the list this past spring with a bunch of new stuff. So it changes all the time. But I would say it's usually kind of up to probably where they're getting the supplies for students and things like that.
Okay, thank you.
Sure thing. So I know that there are some new guests that jumped in, and I wanted you to know you were intentionally logged out, logged back in so that you could use your microphones. If you are new to the meeting, we have Dr. Ski here. He's just kind of run through a few points of pride with us for virtual learning. And if there were some certain questions that you wanted to ask him before he heads out for the evening, feel free to let us know. Just pop your mic on and ask a question, or you can let us know in the chat. And also, if you're new to the meeting, feel free to let us know your name and what you're studying, how long you've been in virtual, things like that as well. And if you're new, I'm also going to just drop, there's a survey quick in the chat as well. If you've just joined the meeting, we are putting out an official survey for virtual students just to get an idea of what students think of the VLSAC's name and what we're looking to go forward with. But if there are no other questions, I want to respect Dr. Ski's time and thank him for coming out tonight to one of our meetings and meeting students with us.
Always a joy. Thank you, Corinne. And if there's anything else that you ever need from me or whatever, I'm more than happy to come on back and engage with you.
Thanks so much.
Okay.
We look forward to seeing you for the award ceremony.
I look forward to that. It's a great
evening.
event. You too. Thanks again.
So everybody attending, that was all that we actually planned for tonight. We just wanted to give you an opportunity to meet with Dr. Ski. I know that I wanted to respect his time. So if anybody has any other questions and you'd want us to, forward that up the channel for you. If you were a little nervous to introduce yourself, you're welcome to do that as well. We just wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to meet Dr. Ski, know that he supports virtual students in everything that they do. And, feel free to, like I said, chat with us here, leave your emails, just let us know who you are, what you're studying. Oh, Nicole, I'm sorry to hear your computer shut down in the middle. And Anna, it's okay that you're late. You didn't miss the whole meeting. If there are questions, again, that anyone had for the VLSAC to kind of take up for them with our advisor and, Dr. Ski, who just visited for our meeting for a little bit, let us know. I'm going to have our email here in the chat as well, so you can email us. Sometimes it's, if you're like me, you only think of the question you wanted to ask after the meeting's over.
I just would like to know what the award ceremony is. This is the first time I've ever heard about that.
Emily, do you mind going into that for me?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I did not get to introduce myself, but my name's Emily Fox. I'm the advisor for the Virtual Learning Student Advisory Council. My position with HACC is Interim Director of Student Success, and I also teach online. And just a little bit about the awards ceremony. The VLSAC started a virtual awards ceremony 3 years ago in order to honor students, honor our faculty and staff, really anyone who's connected to virtual learning and doing a great job. So this is the third year that we will have a virtual awards ceremony. It is an invite-only event that we do have. We have wonderful students, and we wish that we could have a big party and recognize close to 7,000 students that we do have. But the way that we celebrate our students and our faculty is through nominations. So you may have received a survey earlier this semester that was asking for faculty nominations, star faculty nominations. The faculty received a similar survey, which was to identify star students. We recognize students who are 4.0 and different categories like that. So we did send the invitations out. We're always looking for volunteers too. So if you did not receive an invitation, there's a way that you can still attend the event if you're willing to volunteer. And we have that scheduled for May 5th. Cinco de Mayo in the evening. So if you're interested in volunteering, feel free to send an email to the VLSAC email address in the chat there. Let me know if you have any other questions about the award ceremony.
Are there any other questions from some of the guests tonight? All right, so our next meeting is next Monday at 7 p.m. We use the same meeting link each week, so you can join the same Zoom meeting. Nicole, to answer your question, no, he wanted to hear from students. We wanted to get some questions rolling. So some students asked him some questions about the bookstore discount and different access code reimbursement programs that are in place. But really, it was just a wonderful opportunity for Dr. Ski to, have some FaceTime with virtual students. So we're really glad to see a large group of students attend tonight. Thanks so much, everyone, for coming out. Please know that virtual students in D2L, there is a VLSAC course, and we are currently doing a bingo game. So we're asking for some selfie submissions on our bingo board, which will earn you a entry into a drawing for an iPad. So if you go to the VLSAC D2L shell and check under the Dropbox, there will be rules to download the bingo board and also a quicker alternative that will this is a way that we want to learn about virtual students, the same way that Dr. Ski loves getting to engage with the students, so do we as a council. And so if you want to head out to the D2L and be entered into a drawing for an iPad, there is an opportunity to do that with our virtual bingo. And for the last time, I just wanted to drop a little survey in the chat box. If you missed the opportunity to use it, to take the survey. This is very unofficial. This is not a vote, the way that we vote things through in our council meetings, but we would love your feedback on some of the questions in that survey. Recently, what was it? Excuse me. Recently, I just did a little project, and it kind of led us to look at the way we were building awareness for the virtual student government and virtual learning student advisory council. So that survey is just a way for us to kind of learn a little bit about how you heard about us and what you think. And then also, like Emily said in the chat, Dr. Ski went over some points of pride. So if you missed him in the beginning, going over some of the things that he's very proud of at HACC, he's very proud of and with virtual. Recently, HACC was visited by Middle States Accreditation, and we are receiving one of the highest ratings that a college can receive from them, which is a really big deal. And then also, we're on target for a very large fundraising goal for the HACC Foundation scholarships, which is the goal is to raise 14 million, I think, by December of 2020. And we're past the mark for where we're supposed to be right now. And that's just a kudos to projects like Day of Giving. So don't miss that this week. Day of Giving is going to support those scholarships, but also there's an online auction associated with Day of Giving, which goes on from now until Wednesday. So there are specific items that were donated for this auction that will specifically go to the virtual learning and virtual student scholarships that are in the HACC Foundation Scholarship Bowl. And then the last point of pride that Dr. Ski mentioned was all of the efforts that are going towards inclusivity on the campus. So it's definitely from the very top a bullet that is important to HACC admin and staff. And all the efforts that they do all year round have been really speaking into that. So there's some links in the chat going out. Like I said, we dropped a survey that is very unofficial, just getting some feedback from virtual students. We appreciate your feedback. And then also, Faith just dropped the bidding link for the auction items. So there are some really cool things up for grabs. And but anyway, that's the end of our meeting tonight. We meet again next week, Monday, 7 p.m. And the link was the same as this one. You can also like us on Facebook and check us out on D2L. If there are no other questions, the meeting's